All right, so we're going to read our big book. This is called Winter in the Forest. It's written by Sarah Murphy and designed by Camila Quintana. Winter in the Forest. Winter in the Forest. This is a forest. Lots of plants and animals live in the forest. You'll see a mule deer, a black bear, and then these are red spruce trees. Looks like there's a stream or a river going through the middle. Forests have 4 seasons. Summer is the hottest season. Winter is the coldest season. It is hard to live in the forest in winter. Let's find out why. So we've got spring, summer, fall, and winter. You can see there's aspen trees and birch trees in each of these seasons. 4 seasons in a forest. Okay, problem number 1. Not enough sun to make food. Plants need sunlight to make food. When a plant is green, it is making food. Okay, so we've got sunlight that comes in, and water goes to oxygen, and carbon dioxide, and that makes sugar. This whole process happens inside of plants. We can't see it happening, but this is how they make food. It's called photosynthesis. Can you say that? Photosynthesis. We learned about that when we talked about savanna plants. Plants get lots of sun in the spring and summer. In the winter, there is less sun. What can plants do? All right, this is a chart that shows daily hours of sunlight. So in the springtime, as it gets closer to summer, you can see the hours of sun in a day go up, 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 up. So right now we're in the beginning of April, right? We're in the spring. So that means that there's about 13 hours of sunlight every day. When it gets to June and July, there's about 14 or even 15 hours of sun a day. That's so much. And then in the fall, September, October, November, you can see there's less hours of sunlight. And then in the winter, right around Christmas time, December, when it's cold and snowy, there's only 9.5 hours of sunlight. That's why it gets so dark before it's even dinner time. So what can plants do if there's so much less sun? They have to figure out a way to adapt to their environment. So that's the problem. Here's the solution. Number 1, go dormant. What does that mean? Well, most forest plants stop growing so they don't have to make food. They might look brown and dead, but they are still alive. Okay, so look at all this grass. Here I see a little bit of green grass, and over here it all looks yellow and brown and kind of dead, but it's still alive underneath. Here's a flower bulb. It is also still alive, but it's gone dormant. Can you say that word? Dormant. Oh, I love this picture. Some trees do this too. You can tell which trees stop growing because they are the ones that lose their leaves in the fall. So this tree can go dormant, and look at, it's a maple tree. It's an oak tree. Sorry, this tree here is an oak tree. So it goes through each season. It gets rid of its leaves. They fall down to the ground, and then the snow comes, and it's just branches, no leaves. The chlorophyll that makes leaves green breaks down to save energy. The leaves will stop making food and will change colors. So this here is an oak tree. And then they gave us an example of some maple leaves from a maple tree. So you can see how it changes color throughout the seasons. We noticed that around our school when we were going on a little leaf hunt on our walk out to the playground, how leaves can change colors in different seasons. Solution number 2 is for plants to have, or trees to have, needles. Some trees have leaves called needles. Right here, these are needles. Needles need less sun to make food. Trees with needles can make food all year. Trees with needles are green all year, and that is why they are called evergreens. Pretty cool. A lot of times we notice just the trees with the leaves until it's winter time and we look out and the only thing that's still green are the evergreen trees because they've got needles. Okay, so that's part 1 of our story, Winter in the Forest.